What is going on, collective? Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Adam Raw. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I had quite a few downloads for the last couple of days or whatever. Most of it is from, I guess, yesterday. But essentially what happened was I kept seeing like a baby, a lady with a baby. I don't know what that was all about. I did see a man carrying a young girl. I don't know what was going on with her, but she had like a gown on or something like that, like a nightgown or something like that on. Also, I saw a lot of dragons out here. I saw a lot of people, a lot of warriors of the highest white light warring on our behalf. So if you are going through spiritual warfare or whatever it may be, it may not look like it right now, but you are being protected. And I want to say that whoever, like, basically, if you're going through spiritual warfare and people are like attacking you and all of that stuff, mostly it's because of the eclipse and also because of the moon cycle. But a lot of that is going to be like cleared out because this is the moon of revolution. This is the moon to revolt. You see what I'm saying? This isn't really a moon for like holding your ground. It's for revolting. Okay, so if you did tap into the lunar energies is definitely around the revolution, the revolutionary. Okay, so if you have the spirit of the revolutionary, you're working with revolutionary type of people, you know what I'm saying? Not necessarily just rebels, but people who are revolutionary, you know what I'm saying? Seeking to make a way for those who are trapped in the times. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, this is definitely the energy of the revolutionary. So, yeah, if you didn't do it, now will be a good time to do your core cutting ceremonies. Cut and clear your ties from, all the negativity and the bullshit. And essentially, that's how you'll know who's toxic in your life. If you do a core cutting ritual and the people that you cut your cord with, you'll know it's right, because that whoever you cut cords with will come back to try to get back in your energy some kind of shape or way, shape or form. I did recently do a cord cutting ritual, and remember I told you that there was somebody who was trying to like use other people's faces and shit like that to try to come in my dreams. Well, there was this one girl that I used to that I was friends with or whatever, right? Like, it was weird. When I first met her, I didn't know what was up with her, but I didn't know, like, there was something, like, something happened that never happens, right? Basically, I had, like, it was like a knot in my stomach that just came untied the moment I laid eyes on her, right? So I was like, you know what? I didn't know what the fuck to think. I'm like, what the fuck was that? You know, because I was like 20 something, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the fuck was that? But, when I first saw her, I was just like, damn, she was fine as hell to me, right? So what ended up happening was I felt like it was like a knot or something like that in my stomach that just uncoiled. And from that point on, I didn't know what it was until later on in life. I realized, that quite possibly could have been my, twin flame. Well, I called her my twin flame or whatever, right? And yeah, I could be wrong, you know what I mean? Because maybe it's more than that or whatever, right? But long story short, it was always something that like kind of like kept us away. Either it was like, I don't know, the vibe that I was getting is that the moment that I met her, something had came undone, and it triggered all these energies around me to like trigger other people's inner demons and stuff like that. Because when I met her, it was like, after that happened and I met her, I had nothing but spiritual attacks after that. You know what I mean? And it seemed like every time I would try to, like, talk to her or whatever, something weird would happen or whatever. You know, it was just a lot of chaos. It was a lot of weirdness. You know, it was a lot of awkwardness and stuff about a lot of stuff that happened or whatever. And then, like, long story short, like, somebody told me something about her, and I'm just like, oh shit. You know, and I should have asked her, you know, but I never did, right? So I distanced myself from her and all that other shit, you know, which essentially was what the other person wanted, what this group of people wanted, right? So some years later, I came back, you know, and I was like, you know, I had always had dreams about her and stuff like that or whatever. Like, one day I had a dream that she was like studying something, and then I had another dream that she came back in my dream to try to, like, you know, but if I knew then what I knew now, I think things would have turned out a lot different, right? So essentially, I don't know if she was helping the people do spell work towards me too or not, but I know something was up, you know, because some years later I apologized to her and I let her know what happened or whatever, you know what I mean? And for whatever reason, it's like she was always afraid to like open up or talk, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying like you pillow talk with everybody, but you know, it just always felt like there was some kind of barrier between me and her, and I always tried to like talk to her or whatever, try to find out what it was, but I never could find out what it was, you know, because she was the quiet type, I was the quiet type. We both were pretty much reserved or whatever, you know. So, long story, yeah, I keep saying that. Anyway, so, yeah, the last time I seen her though, it wasn't what I wanted it to be, you know. Especially, you know, I apologize and stuff like that, you know. And the thing is like, I guess it was a thing where it was like, I should have dotted my I's and crossed my T's first. Because at the time, I had just broke up with somebody. And I was trying to get rid of her, you know what I'm saying? But for some reason, she just, you know, even now, you know, this girl still keeps trying to, you know, come into my life and paid all these people, you know. It's weird because this person paid people to come into my life, paid people to do love spells, stuff like that, to keep me stuck, to keep me trapped, all of that, you know. But what she don't understand is that even today I don't fucking want her, you know what I mean? But I could scream that from the hills as much as I want, but it'll never hurt until I find the right one for me and she see how happy that woman is gonna be, because it's gonna happen. And it's coming soon, you know. Right now I'm wrapping a few things up, but yeah. Anyway, with the girl, I should say woman, you know, there was, you know, a difference in religion or whatever, you know. But for me, it didn't bother me, because as long as the respect is there, that's the only thing that was necessary, you know. Love and respect, you know. I cover her with what I believe, and she could cover me with what she believed, you know. But it's weird because, you know, and you know, as a Christian, it's really weird dating outside of your religion. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it's weird for everybody. And I say that because, you know, when you are in the church or you're Advent in the church, there's a lot of people that say, oh yeah, you need to be equally yoked and all that. And I'm 100% believer in that now, you know. At the time, it was just like, well, you know what I mean? You know, but at the time, it was kind of like one of those things where it's like, you know, yeah, we are different, but I don't see it as being any different than us being different races or different genders or different, you know what I'm saying? Like different skin colors or different ages, or, you know what I'm saying? I didn't see it as anything other than that until, you know, all the spiritual attacks started happening. Then it's like, okay, well, it makes sense, you know, if, you know, I believe the same thing as my wife or my girlfriend, it would be a lot, you know, easier. But that's the thing, like, I dated Christian women who were the same or even worse, you know. But anyway, I'm saying all that to say this, is that long story short, it was like I found out the hard way that me and her wasn't seeing eye to eye. You know, what she want or need at the time is different than what I wanted or needed at the time, right? You know, so I'm just like, and plus I was dealing with some other shit too. So it's like, you know, you really don't want to drag somebody into that shit, you know, but I had already cut it off. It was like, I had already broke up with that person anyway, but that person was just trying to like hang around to occupy the space and try to make sure nobody else comes and all this other shit. But, you know, and believe it or not, she came from a Christian family, but she was the one doing spell work on people. Whereas the person who was spiritual, and you know, she could have, honestly, you know, like I say, you know, she could have still been doing spell work and shit like that too, or helped or something. But, you know, I'm not just gonna be like accusing her of shit, especially if she didn't do it, you know. So it is what it is. But anyway, before me and her reunited, I would have all kind of dreams about her, and it would be random dreams. It would be random weird dreams. Well, last night I had one of those random weird dreams. You know, last I heard, you know, she moved away, or at least she was getting ready to move away. And I was real hurt by her because me and her, we hung out or whatever. And she called me one day. And I'm like, you know, saying, what's up, whatever, you know. And she was telling me how, you know, she did, I'll put it like this, I ain't gonna put all her business out there, but she did some shit that I just didn't agree with. And I'm just like, what the fuck, you know? Because it's like, I don't think you see yourself the way I see you, first of all. And second, I don't think you should be trying to hurt yourself like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's weird, like, liking somebody, I should say, and then like realizing that they don't like, I don't know, I can't say that they don't like themselves the way you like them, but it's like, I don't know, maybe they just don't see what you see in them, you know. And it isn't to be like, oh, like, you can be this perfect person. It's not about that. It's more about me seeing something in this person that, I don't know, I like, something I could see for a lifetime, you know. But I don't want to see her kill herself, right? Because of what she did. So, last night, I did my cord cutting ritual. Well, the other night, I did a cord cutting ritual. And yes, I'm a Christian. And yes, I do cord cutting rituals. You know, that's not something you into. This may not be the channel for you. Okay? All right. But anyway, I did do a cord cutting ritual, and I was trying to really, you know, I was releasing exes, enemies, friends, family members that don't serve me, or those who pretend to be with me and aren't, you know. And I released them. You know, I did my little burn ritual. I burned up what was necessary or whatever, and I just let it go, you know. That was my way of letting it go. I put her in that box. Well, not box, but I put her in that category. And I didn't do a candle work on her. I didn't do spells or anything like that. It was one of those things where you just, you know, burn it up and release it. Just let it go, right? That's what I did. And I told myself I was going to let it go. Not too long after that, you know, I ended up having a dream about her, you know. And it was fucked up. I can say that I'm really pissed off about what I saw. You know, I don't show my emotions like that, but I'm really pissed. I'm pissed off because I hate to see somebody so smart, you know, talented, beautiful, somebody that I see the light in. I can see the light clear as fucking day. Even if she don't see that light in herself, I can see that light. I know that light. I feel that light. Okay? I feel it in her. But it's like, there's so much going on. I don't know, like, I want to be there, but I don't want to be manipulated either. You know what I mean? I don't know if you ever met somebody that you wanted to help, but you didn't, but you knew you can't help. You know what I'm saying? Because if you did try to help them, there's a chance that that person would try to manipulate you or use you or abuse you or, you know, whatever. Well, I got confirmation yesterday where it was like, I saw her, because I had prayed this special prayer, okay? And it involved God showing me who's been tapping into my energy, doing spells and stuff like that on me, and sending work my way, okay? I've been praying it every night, almost every night. She comes up, right? When she come up, she was walking, you know, she's a lighter shade. She was walking with a group of like girls that were like, I want to say Caucasian, okay? I'm doing like that. I don't want to be disrespectful, you know what I'm saying? So while she was walking with them, they were like acting all high and mighty and stuff like that, you know, like the popular kids, you know. And then when she was like, whenever she's not with them, she went to her home. And matter of fact, she didn't even have a home to go to. She asked me if she could come to my home. And I had to give her a bed to sleep in. It's pretty much, I was like, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like one of those things where I was like nursing somebody back to health who could have possibly been sending spell work my way at the same time, right? So I'm just like, you know, and the thing is that, you know, no matter what, I could not interact with her. But I did see her. She was in a bed. She was balled up in a bed. It was like a little full-size bed. It wasn't a big bed. She was in, it was a small bed. It was kind of like she was homeless. She didn't have nowhere to go. She didn't have any food. It was all of that, right? All of that. And I'm starting to feel like, you know, what if I invited that back in? You know what I'm saying? So now I'm trying to figure out what I had did to invite that back in, inviting that energy back in. Because like I said, you know, at this point, I'm going to have to say that I'm done. And it's not because I don't like her. It's not because I don't love her. It's not because I'm not in love with her. It's not because I think she's a shitty person. It's not because, you know, it's not any of that. And I don't think she's a shitty person. I think she's dope as fuck, right? Like, I can't express that enough. But what I couldn't handle was watching her kill herself slowly. I can't do it. I can't do it. So, I had to do a cord cutting ceremony. If we are twin flames, I don't want to be twin flames with her anymore. I want to be on my own. I would rather be on my own than to be with a twin flame that is suicidal, getting ready to kill themselves, or unintentionally overdosing and shit like that. And I don't, and the thing is like, you can't say that, you know, you can't lie to me and say, well, I didn't have anybody to talk to. You had me, you know. You knew you had me, but you wanted to play a game about it. You know what I mean? And even if we aren't twin flames, that's still my thing. Like, I didn't, you know, well, you don't want to be in a relationship with somebody. And I'm not saying like, you know, you got to judge people, but it's difficult to be in a relationship with somebody that you have to watch kill themselves every single fucking day. Because the way you feel about them is not the way they feel about themselves. And you have to sit there, you have to fucking watch it. Because it's like drinking poison every fucking day. Every fucking day. I have to watch you mope around. I have to watch you be depressed. I have to watch this and watch that. I have to watch you decay the fuck away. I can't do it. I can't do it. And don't get me wrong, when my attitude is riled up and I'm pissed off, oh yeah, I wish that shit on you. I'll tell you to go fuck yourself in a minute. I don't give a shit, you know, because that's who I am. And I'm not saying that just say, oh, I'm a dick, take it or leave it. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I will go the fuck off on you and send you into a whole whirlwind of depression before I will want to see you like overdosing to kill yourself, or taking all these different drugs, or doing shit that really don't serve you. You know what I mean? Because this ain't no Forrest Gump shit here. You know what I mean? That's the point I'm trying to make. This ain't no Forrest Gump shit here. See, in Forrest Gump, that motherfucker, he stuck by Jenny's side. Okay, Jenny. You know what I mean? Nah, nigga. If you want to do that shit, that's fine by me. Go do it. But I'm telling you what, I won't be there when it happens, when all that other shit kick off. And it's not because I don't want your back. It's not because I'm not loyal. It's because I can't fucking handle it watching you slowly but surely kill your fucking self. And I've endured a lot of shit in my lifetime. I've endured a lot of shit without griping, without bitching, without fucking complaining on a daily fucking basis. I have. But that's the one thing I will not fucking tolerate. You know what I mean? Because imagine if you had a family with that person. Imagine if you built a whole life with that person, a whole empire around that person. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, you know, this person doesn't, I mean, they love themselves, obviously, because they're trying to run from something. And they won't open up to you to tell you what they're trying to run away from, so you can't fucking help them. What are you going to do? Just sit there and watch them, you know, do this, do that. And, you know, I didn't want to put her, well, I'm glad I didn't say her name or anything like that. But that's what it was, you know. And I was just like, you know what? I can't do that. I can't do it. So, you know, when I heard that she was like leaving and all this other stuff, I was happy for her. And I'm really hoping that she's doing exceptionally well. I really do. But when I saw her in a dream, it was like she was a fraction of what she was, you know. It's like she was like homeless. She didn't have nowhere to go. She was asking me for somewhere to stay and all of that. And true enough, it could have been a spiritual attack where somebody was just embodying her energy, trying to get me to let them back into my life because she don't have shit or no energy to, you know, operate off of. You know what I mean? That's an absolute possibility. And that right there let me know that whoever this person is, they're codependent on my energy. They're codependent on me paying attention to them because that's the source of their energy and their magic. Okay. So I got enough to pull one reading here, and this is from your ancestors about the situation that's going on. I did make some new cards today. You got Re Mi, like Do Re Mi. This is the D note, right? This is a high vibrational energy. This has to do with Saturn and Venus here. So yeah, this has to do with possibly whoever this person is. They're having like a midlife crisis here, right? And their crisis involves love, harmony, you know. Yeah, this person, somebody is resentful in love. And that is exactly the energy that I was picking up off of her. Is like there was a mistake or something that was made, or maybe a miscommunication. And maybe she wanted to like reach out or something like that. Because I pulled cards on this before I did this reading. But essentially the energy that I was picking up on was like, you know, it was like she was a secret, something was coming out. She wanted to tell me something. There was a secret she wanted to tell me about. It has to do with the relationship, okay? And with her, you know, like all my friends, if I could tell her one thing, and, you know, her genuinely, I would tell her, there is nothing you could do in this world that would make me hate you or turn myself away from you. And has nothing to do with spell work or love spells or anything like that. It's because I genuinely care and love you. That's it. And I'm in love with you. I was in love with you, you know. But I need for it to not be any secrets between us, you know. Me and her, we were talking stuff like that. She would insult my religion. Most people I would go the fuck off on. I would go the fuck off. But I chose not to. Because I knew her venting was a way for her to get something else off of her chest. I didn't know. I always believed that there was something on her chest or some weight that she's carrying, that she's trying to run from, that she doesn't think that she has help with other people to. She don't trust other people to help her carry a certain weight. And I can't blame her because of the way that the world is. Like, when spiritual warfare I went through, yeah. It'll make someone, I can see how. It'll make somebody not want to help other people. It'll make you want to not do that. It'll make you not want to trust people. It'll make you, but that was the overall goal. That's not, it's just not in me. When I see people that need help, that's what I do. It's just not in me. People want to see you break and give up and shit like that. It's just not in me. That's all I can say. It's just not in me. It's in you. Okay. That's on you. But it's just not in me. Next. So this is what's going on here. You got the Page of Wands in reverse and the Page of Coins out here, right? Page of Wands in reverse. Looked like there was some kind of failed investment here. Something she invested in failed. That's what I'm looking at. That coincides with the energy of what I was saying earlier about her, leaving and all of that and stuff like that. I pray to God she didn't get there and find out it was all a scam. That's the worst way to find some shit out. So anyway, let's see what we got here. And even then, I still would have had her back. Got the Nine of Wands in reverse here. So yeah, basically it looks like she, the vibe that I'm getting here, she was having a midlife crisis about who loved her and who didn't. And it was bringing her some kind of balance or harmony about some kind of interaction that her and I had. Probably some dumbass fucking text messages I sent her. I can't say they were dumb, but but it's something that reminded her of me. And I got a feeling that one night she went to sleep and she was like, I don't know if she was thinking about me or was trying to reach out or something. I don't know. Then you have the Page of Wands in reverse with the Page of Coins. Yeah, that give me the vibe of, a failed investment. Because of this failed investment, it gives me the vibe of her just being vulnerable. She's like in a vulnerable position here. Whatever this is, she's in a vulnerable position. Anyway, we got Ace of Wands and Strength in reverse. It's like she has to make a bold move, but she just don't have the strength to make a move that she needs to make. Look like she needs to replenish herself, or she needs this is the energy of needing to rest. It's like you're tired. Like, say if you were in a battle, you're tired of fighting, but if you stop fighting, everything falls, you'll lose your life. Basically is the energy that I'm getting here. So, let's see what else we got here. Yeah, we got the Wheel of Fortune out here. Jupiter, Sagittarius. Okay, so yeah, like I said, this next move she needs to make, it's going to require some strength. It's going to require a lot of strength that she don't have. It looks like what's going to balance this out though, it looks like she's trying to like tap into some kind of energy to balance this out. Remember I was telling you about how people try to rely on your energy and stuff like that. I wonder if this person was reliant on my energy and was trying to rely on my luck and my Wheel of Fortune and was trying to make themselves, you know, big up themselves off of somebody else's, you know, because like I said, there was some failed ventures here. And this person could, you know, she could even, like I was saying, like she's in a vulnerable situation here. With the Wheel of Fortune here, it looked like some things should be changing for her, though. You know, it looked like some stuff should be changing. And then you have the Five of Cups and the Five of Cups here. Yeah. If she was depressed or something like that, the vibe that I'm getting here is like, you know, Five of Cups, thinking about the past, you know. It's kind of like this, you know what? This is exactly what happened here. Five of Cups sums it up exactly. Like, imagine offering somebody a cup of love, but they choose to, like, not commit at that time, you know. Maybe you're not their type, and that's okay with me. If I wasn't her type, then that's fine, you know. I'm comfortable with that. I'm 100% okay with that. Woman tell me, you know, I'm not her type, or turn me down, or whatever it may be, okay. And you know why? Because we live in an era where men are really irate about getting turned down. People hate rejection. But I have to accept rejection, though, because I don't know what I'm saving myself from, or I don't know what God is protecting me from. Is it going to hurt initially? Possibly, maybe, yeah. You know, yeah, it's not going to feel great. Absolutely not. It's going to hurt, yeah. That's okay, though. You know what I mean? I can deal with that, you know? But I could deal with rejection. I could deal with pain as long as, you know, you just keep it real with me. That's it. You know? Because, you know, you got a lot of people out here who hide who they are, their identities and things of that nature. And they do it for years, you know? There's no need for that. You know what I mean? I'm not that kind of person. I don't like, you know? But I'm not saying just because I'm not that person that I'm not going to attract that. Of course I'm going to attract that. I could say I'm not that kind of person all I want, but that's not going to stop this type of people being born into the world. You know what I mean? We all prefer someone who's to tell us the truth, good or bad. You know what I'm saying? In some aspect, way, shape, or form. You know? So, this Five of Cup energy here definitely give me the vibe of that group mentality. Like, remember I was telling you about her walking with a group of people and then all of a sudden she's by herself? That gives me the vibe of that Five of Cup energy, where it was like she's thinking back on the good times she had with a group of friends, or with whoever she was, you know, with, or whatever, you know what I mean? Or in a group setting, or whatever it may be. Having a good time there, only to but the thing is that you turned your back on love, true love, to be in that group, right? Well, all of that energy is ending, you know. That's coming to an end. All that Five of Cups energy, that's that depression energy of thinking back in the past, turning your back, thinking about how you turned your back on true love to be with a group. You know what I mean? That's coming to an end. Now, let's see where her fire is at. You got the Three of Pentacles out here in reverse. Yes. Wherever she is, she's trying to leave some kind of group. She doesn't want to be involved with that. You got the number 45 out here in reverse. That has to do with gathering. Yeah. That's the desire to leave something that, you know, gathering, you know, self-explanatory, you know. But Three of Coins in reverse, right there is the breaking up of a group. It's the dismissal of a contract. It's it's like a contract that's coming to an end, or ending a contract of some sort, right? You got the Queen of Cups out here in reverse. It looks like, you know, I don't know if she's like not paying attention to her intuition or something like that. But maybe she's just going cold or bitter. Somebody may be trying to make her bitter, or completely convert her into being bitter to keep her, you know, from leaving a group. Or now that she's leaving something, somebody wants to make her as cold-hearted as possible so that she won't have love with somebody else later. Because that, I've been through that energy too. But the vibe I was getting is that there was somebody in the middle between, interceding between me and her. And they were like, you know, doing fucked up shit to her to get her to get mad at me, and doing fucked up shit to me to get me mad at her. And then when I'm, you know, coming up protecting myself, basically I'm fighting against my other half, or what would have been my other half, possibly. You know what I'm saying? Basically somebody was trying to get two twin flames to fight. I don't know what that's all about. Somebody was trying to get like two lovers to fight. You know, two lovers to fight, two twin flames to fight. Yeah. There's somebody definitely out here trying to turn, working every day to try to turn each of our hearts cold. So if you do resonate with this and you're dealing with something similar to this, there's a possibility that somebody is interceding between your relationship with whoever you're with in order to keep hell and chaos going, to try to make you bitter towards them and them bitter towards you. Lately I've been getting a lot of energy of somebody really bitter. Like it was somebody just really, really bitter, right? And they don't want nothing else more than for me to like lash out and address them and get angry. But the way it explained to me, like, the, you know, and you know, it's a lot of stipulations and shit too, where it's like, oh, if you get mad, I'm gonna do this. If you get mad, I'm, you know, and it's like, I'm gonna mash the fucking button anyway, but I'm gonna do it the way I want to do it. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's the energy that I'm picking up here. It's like somebody is really like bitter, just deep, soul-wrenchingly bitter, sour. You know, you got the Five of Wands in reverse out here, right? With the Five of Wands in reverse in the heart slot, that right there is pretty much like this person wants to come and talk. Well, I can't say talk, but this person is maybe that's something I should have thought about with that Five of Wands energy, because you know that Five of Wands energy has to do with like fighting and conflict and stuff like that. In one aspect, it is competition. So maybe this person, or maybe she doesn't want to compete for love, or she's tired of competing for love, is the vibe that I'm getting here. She's getting ready to leave. She's getting ready to leave a group because she's tired of competing for love. Yeah. Wow, that's crazy. So in reality here, you got the Four of Wands in reverse. Wow. That's exactly what my dream was talking about right there. Four of Wands in reverse. The loss of a home. So in reality, her whole foundation is upside down. Everything is just upside down. That's all I got for today. If this resonated with you guys too, you can like, comment, share, subscribe. But from, I think I crafted this deck because I wanted to locate somebody. I wanted to do like a missing person thing. So the next reading, if it's not, I'll put it like this: the next reading, if something important doesn't happen, I think I'm gonna start. I think I might just start trying to tap into missing people energies and stuff like that. You know. Matter of fact, I think I might be done with this channel altogether. I think I'm going to start me a new channel, and I think I want to do missing people. I want to locate missing people or something like that. It's still up in the air, but yeah, love y'all all. Y'all take it easy. Peace.